If you are planning for centum, this is a subject you can score centum. Anybody can pass accountancy. This will be question paper pattern. Without using calculator, you can do this. You can easily score 10 marks. These are the topics or chapters which comes under your part A. Out of 10, you are supposed to attain only 8. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence. I am your Adarsh sir. I have taken subject called Accountancy. Now, in your commerce subject, the most important topic or subject are called as accountancy. If you are planning for centum, if you are planning for scoring 100, this is a subject you can score centum. This is a subject you can score 100. So, we are running introductory sector. What do you mean by introductory or else introduction? In today's session, we will discuss about what do you mean by accountancy, need of accountancy, what are your syllabus, your question paper pattern, how to study, what to study. Each and everything will be discussed in today's session. Before we go to your topic, before go to your syllabus as well as your question paper pattern, first we will understand what do you mean by accountancy as well as what is the need of accountancy. Now, I'll go with small example so that easily you can understand what is accountancy. Now, just you assume as you are running a bookshop, you are the owner of bookshop, only assumption, you are running a bookshop. From where you will buy your books? You purchase your books from publisher. From publisher, you purchase books. After purchasing, what you will do? You will sell it to your customer. How do you sell? Before that, you make some advertisement. You will advertise that I have so much of books, I have so many kinds of books. If anybody interested can buy books. Now, advertisement is done. After advertisement, what will happen? Customer will purchase your books. This is a small process. You are running a bookshop. You purchase books from publisher. From publisher, you did advertisement and finally you sold your books. This transaction, whatever collecting of books, giving advertisement and giving to the customer, everything we call it as what? Transactions. Everything we call it as transaction. For all the transaction, what is involved? For everything, money is involved. So, what I said, it is a transaction. If it is money included or involved, we call it as financial transactions. Now, if you are running a bookshop, means you have to pay rent, you have to pay salary, you have to pay electricity bill, some other kind of expenses will be there. For advertisement, you have to spend. For purchasing of books, you have to spend. For everything, money involved. Finally, you will sell it to your customer. There also money involved. Means you will collect money, you will spend money. Finally, what you will get? Finally, you will get profit. To find out profit, you have to do some process. That process we call it as accountancy. Clear? Yeah. If you want to know what is your profit, if you want to know what are your expenses, what are your income, everything will be done in a systematic manner to find out your profit, whether you are in profit or whether you are in loss. Each and everything with clarity, with information, with detailed information you will get if you do accountancy. This is called as accountancy. All the transaction, if money involved, we call it as financial transaction. Finally, we will go for the result, whether it is a profit or loss. To do all this complete process, what we require, we need one person who knows accountancy, for whom we call it as accountant. Clear? This is all about accountancy. What is the need of accountancy? What do you want, whether you are in profit or loss? That is the need. You want to get to know whether you are earning profit or loss. You have to compare with previous year. You can plan for the next year. For everything you need accountancy. Clear? So this is a subject called accountancy. For every kind of business we need accountancy. Our agenda for today's session. Our today's session agenda will be books for reference, topics to know about, question paper pattern, what to study and how. Finally, we will go with logic to magic. What do you mean by logic to magic? We'll do at the end. So, you have total 2 books for your first PUC accountancy. This will be classified as Part A and Part B. Part A you have few topics and Part B also you have some few important topics. And in your examination, your subject code, remember, it is 30. So, in your question paper, they will mention the subject code is 30. Clear? These are the topics or chapters which comes under your Part A. Your 70% of your syllabus which covers in Part A itself. So, you have Introduction to Accounting, Theory-Based Accounting. These 2 topics all theory oriented. You will understand what do you mean by accountancy as well as the rules, regulations, everything you will learn in these 2 concepts. Then chapter 3, 4, 5, most important for your examination purpose. Why? Because out of these 3 chapters, you will get 60 marks. So, what is your total marks in your examination? 100. Out of 100, if you learn chapter 3, 4, 5, how much you will get? You will get 60 marks. So, your passing as well as your first class marks can be obtained from these 3 topics. Now, you have trial balance, depreciation, accounting for bill of exchange. These are the topics you will get in your Part A. Remember, in Part A, you are not supposed to skip chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. Why? Because it covers most of your examination questions. Now, this is your Part B. Part A, you have 8 topics and Part B, you have only 5 topics. In this, financial statement and financial statement 2. Both are same topic, but here you have some basic information and basic problems. In second topic, you have little advanced problems. But for your first PU concern, the problems will be very easy. And these 2 topics are very important. Why? Because if you go for your second PU, if you go for your graduation, again you will study this. Now, 3, 4, 5. Accounting from incomplete records, also we call it as single entry system. Application of computers, all basic things about computer. What do you mean by computer? What is the accounting in computer? Accounting softwares in computer. All basic things you will learn from these two topics. This is all about your syllabus. We'll go to next slide. This is your question paper pattern. Your examination will be for 100 marks. Your examination will be for 100 marks. This will be question paper pattern. In this, your question paper divided as section A, B, C, D, E. Now, in section A, you will get 1 mark question of 8. 1 mark each. Total, you have to attend 8 questions. How many questions you will get in your examination? In your examination, you will get 10 questions. Out of 10, you are supposed to attend only 8. Now, second one, 2 mark each. How many questions? 5. For this, in your examination, you will get 8 questions. Out of 8, you are supposed to attend only 5. 3 questions you can skip. Now, 2 into 5, your marks is 10. Next, 6 mark each. How many questions you have to attend? You have to attend 4. 4 questions you need to attend. What is the marks? 24. Again, you have 7 questions. Out of 7, how much you need to attend? Only 4. Next, 12 mark each. How many questions? 4. In this, your most of the question paper 50% covers with section D. Very important. Your passing mark is 35. If you are good with these 4 problems, you can pass easily. So, this is the most important section in your question paper. 12 mark each, 4 questions. Similarly, you will get 7 questions. Out of 7, you need to attend only 4. And the last part and the best part is your practical oriented question. Now, what do you mean by practical oriented? We call it as POQ. Simple. In accountancy, without using calculator, you can do this. You can easily score 10 marks. How means? Just you have to write format, pro forma. So simple and easy to score 10 marks from POQ. You will get 3 questions. Out of 3, you are supposed to attend any 2. This will be your question paper pattern. So your question paper will be for 100 marks. Each section you will be getting options. So you can skip those options. You can attend only 2, 4, 4, 5 and 8. This is all about your question paper pattern. As I told you, what is your code? Your code is always 30. For your accountancy, the code is 30. As I told you, in accountancy, you can score centum. How? Now, what to study and how? You dream to achieve centum. Centum means 100. As I told you, this is the only subject easily you can go for centum or easily you can go for 100. How means? Now, 7 out of 13 topics. Part A, 8 chapters. Part B, 5 chapters. 8 plus 5. How many chapters are there? 13. Out of 13, half of that. If you prepare for 7, preparation must be perfect. 7, that is sufficient. Second thing, POQ. Just now I explained you what is POQ, practical oriented question. Under POQ only format and pro forma. Easily you can score 10 marks. So POQ. The last part will be presentation. What is presentation? Normally 1 plus 1, how much? 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. In your examination, you have to show this. Even though it is 5 plus 5, you do calculation in your calculator and directly you write your answer. That is wrong. Even though it is a simple calculation, you have to show that calculation. That is called as presentation. For example, they will give you what are the types of accounting. The answer should be the types of accounting are. Below that you should write your answer. That is called as presentation. While doing each topics, I'll go with the presentation as well as concept. So it is easy to write in your examination also. Clear? These three things you have to remember. 7 topics, POQ as well as presentation. Now, along with this, your preparation, performance, perception and perfection. It should be simultaneously with your goal. Clear? Next one. I don't want centum, just I want to pass. Just I want to pass in accountancy. Can I? With little preparation, with less preparation, can I pass accountancy? The answer is yes, I can pass. How? Simple. As I told you, there are 4 topics you have to concentrate. Which are those 4? Recording of transaction 1. Recording of transaction 2. Bank reconciliation statement as well as your practical oriented questions, POQ. If you concentrate these 4 topics, if you spend just 2 days for each topic, how many days you require? 8 days. If you prepare for 8 days, you can expect 65 marks. Clear? Yeah. If you are not going for centum, just if you want to pass means the minimum preparation and maximum guarantee. Clear? If you are not planning for centum means you can go for this. Now, course completion. Now, the schedule are planned for your completion of course. Now, as I told you, you have part A and part B. Part A, it takes around 50 hours to complete. Why? Because part A, it is a major thing for your examination. The 70% of the portion is completed in your part A. Now, part B, it required 30 hours. Means for completion of your accountancy, we need 80 hours. 80 hours, it is a complete course. Each topic, each chapter, we will solve more number of problems. Now, once if it is done, we will go for revision. Now, revision for part A and part B together, we need 10 sessions. Once if it is done, at the end, we will go for question paper solving. This is almost 1 month before your examination. If you solve 3 or 4 question papers minimum, the same thing will be repeated in your upcoming examination. The pattern will be changed, the numbers will be changed, but the concept will remain same. Now, the last concept or last topic will be logic to magic. What do you mean by logic to magic? Now, whatever seen on the screen is called as logic. Whatever seen on the screen is called as logic. You know the question paper pattern. Your overall marks is how much? Your overall marks is 100. Now, so what do you mean by magic? What is magic in this? Now, if you are not good at studies, if you are not good in accountancy, if you are not good in numbers, for example, I'll go with an example. Now, you have 1 mark each 8 question. You did not study for whole year. you studied only for 5 days before examination, or else you solved 3 or 4 question paper of past examination, but you did not study all 13 chapters. Then you have 1 mark each, 8 question. At the worst case, in your examination, you have attended only 4. How many questions you attended? Only 4. Then how much you will get? 4 marks. Next, section B. How many questions you have? 5. Each question how much? 2 marks. Out of 5, just imagine you attended only 2. Now, 2 into 2, how much you will get? You will get 4 marks. Now, section C, 6 mark each. How many questions are there? There are total 4 questions. In the least case, you have done worst. You have not attended properly. In the worst case, out of 24, you can expect only 12. I am taking half of the marks. Now, section D, you have 48. In accountancy, the advantage is, if you don't know the answer, just frame table, particular amount, or whatever given in your question paper, the basic information copy paste. For that, you will get minimum 3 to 4 marks for each question. Each question, how many marks you have? 12. For the least case, out of 48, just assume you got 20. Not even half, less than half I am taking. Out of 48, how much I have taken? Only 20. Worst case, you have just copy and pasted whatever is there in the question paper, and something small calculations you have done. Out of 48, how much you scored? You scored 20. The last one, your POQ. How many questions you have to attend? 2 questions. How much marks each? 5 marks. Out of 10, just assume you got only 5. Out of 10, how much you got? Only 5. So these are the least marks I have given. So why I am giving all this example means, what is the advantages of the subject called accountancy? The least preparation, without preparing concept, without preparing anything, just 3 to 4 days study, you can score this much. What is the total? 4 plus 4, 8, 20, 40. Your total marks is 45. What is your passing mark? The passing mark is 35 out of 100. With your worst performance, how much you can score? 45. If you go with any other theory subject, you will not get this advantage. With your worst performance itself, you can score 45. If you give your best performance, you can score 100. Clear? This is called your logic to magic. Anybody can pass accountancy. If you go with concept as well as clarity, you will go for centum. This is all about our today's session. What we did in our today's session, we learned what do you mean by accountancy and what is the need of accountancy, your question paper pattern, your syllabus. Can I go for centum? Can I go for just passing? Without preparation, can I pass? Each and everything you got solution. And along with this, you are taking 2 things from this session. Which are those 2? First one will be learn and earn. What you learned and what you are earning. In this, you learn concept. And what you will earn from the classes? You will earn marks. You will learn concept and you will earn marks. Hope you enjoyed this session. This is all about your subject called accountancy. This is very interesting subject, as well as you will learn much more in the coming sessions. Thank you.